Are you thinking of upgrading your flowers? Are you fed up with the all year round supermarket varieties in the local stores near you? Hello there, I'm Julie from Julie Davis Flower Workshops and Flower Start, the online flower arranging classes. Take a look at these fabulous flowers which have come from my local flower grower. What swaps would you like to make your next vase arrangement look ever so unique? You'll recognise these varieties that came from my local supermarket, Jip and the bog standard chrysanthemum. But how about you think about upgrading? I have got these beautiful flowers from my local flower grower. Now Google Lens is trying to tell me that they're chrysanthemums or even sunflowers, and I know they're not, and for the moment their name escapes me. So if you know what they are, do leave me a comment underneath the video. For me, there's just no competition. Don't these flowers look much, much nicer? I'm going to add an extra interest to your next vase arrangement. So I think these flowers might be headed for the compost heap, which I will be definitely keeping my lovely golden blooms. Now this is a great filler flower. It's Jip, Gypsophila, or you might even know it as baby's breath. It's great as a dried flower too. All you need to do is don't put it in water, tie the bunches with an elastic band and hang them upside down somewhere that's out of the sunlight and it's got lots of air circulation around it. But it can be a tricky flower to use. You either need to go Jip crazy or just use the tiniest sprinkling. Now if you want to upgrade your Jip, if you don't like the look of it, how about going with a Fennel and use that as your filler flower instead. This is a bright yellowy green flower. It acts as a fantastic filler flower and got a really lovely aniseed scent. So again, this might not be in the compost heap. I might try and dry these to use them later in the year when I'm short of fresh flowers. And do you recognise this? It's the berries I want you to look at. You quite often find stems of Hypericum berries in bouquets in the autumn and winter time, normally having bright red berries. And this variety is a little bit more unusual, slightly more bushy, and it's got white berries, which you'll probably find in your local florist shop. But for me, it's a fabulous substitute and upgrade to my normal supermarket flowers. Now, have you ever seen the blue Echinopsis thistle in a supermarket bunch? This would be a great substitute for the bloom chrysanthemum. And as the blooms open, they change from this tight, thistly looking ball to something that looks more like an allium with these tiny purpley blue petals. That's the beauty of going to your local flower grower. You'll find some long-lasting flowers which you'll never find in a supermarket bunch. These are Snapdragons, and in the summer you probably will find those in a supermarket bunch, but this variety is slightly more unusual. It's got double heads, so they're extra frilly. And then something you're highly unlikely to get in your supermarket bunch, two kinds of scabious. Well, I think this is a scabious here. This one definitely is. So let me know in the comments, are you ready to upgrade your supermarket bunch and make a more bespoke vase arrangement which gives you that added touch of luxury? I've had my flowers sitting in water actually overnight, and I'm arranging them in the cool of the morning. And what I've decided to do is to use this green earthenware pot, which was a charity shop find. I thought it went really well with the homespun look of my flowers. So I could either do a cut and plonk with my flowers, cut the stems, put them into the vase all in one go and just let them fall and do their own thing. Or I could try and be a little more thoughtful about it. And if you want to make a more planned arrangement, you'll find it helpful if you have some kind of flower frog inside your vase. Florists and flower arrangers these days are trying to steer away from flower foam, which is a single-use plastic, and are moving towards, well, going back to using old-fashioned mechanics that are much more environmentally friendly, you might see your florist using chicken wire. This came on a reel from my local garden centre, and I've cut off a strip that's probably about 20 or 30 centimetres wide, and then wrapped it round to create this ball shape, which is then can be squashed to fit into whatever size opening you've got in your vase. Now what I'm going to use today is this. Do you recognise it? It's a whisking attachment, a whisking double cream from my mum's old Kenwood chef. And I thought, wouldn't that make a really good flower frog? Something to hold my stems in place. It just fits perfectly inside my vase. That just goes to show you don't need to be buying all the kit. I'm sure you've got a vase at home, and if not, you can buy one inexpensively from a local charity shop. And I will say the advantage of my little Kenwood chef mixer here is it's not got any sharp edges. Using chicken wire is quite hard on your hands, and you are prone to scratching, so if you do use it, you'll need a pair of wire cutters and just be really careful. Now I'm going to sit here and arrange my flowers. I've got the birds singing. It's about 6:30 in the morning, and I'm just going to take a moment to arrange them in my own time, and I'll let the video run without any chatter from me. What do you reckon? Rather fabulous, hey? And so much more exciting than a standard supermarket bunch. So next time you're thinking you're fed up with your inexpensive supermarket flowers, why don't you upgrade and look up your local flower farmer and see what beautiful flowers they can offer you. And even if you can't afford a whole bucket of flowers like mine, perhaps you just want to think about substituting a few. Think about your filler flowers and how much nicer and seasonal the fennel is compared to the gyp, and whether there's an alternative to your favourite carnations and spray chrysanthemums. That's all for me for now, and I'll see you again next time. Oh, before I go, I keep forgetting to say, if you love flowers and you like lots of flowery chat, you're more than welcome to join my free Facebook group, Flower Start World. And I'm also currently running, as in the summer 2022, a free DIY wedding flowers class. So if you'd like to know more about that, click the links in the description box underneath the video.